She swears she knows everything. She's not even my mother.
And remember, I always know best.
Once again, it's on. This is Kicking It with KB, the Step Podcast. I am he, the legendary Coach B, and I always got something to say because when I say it, that settles it. Let's go. All right, here we go. I know y'all been waiting for me to talk about this. It's been about a week and some change, 2 weeks since the show, but I have so much to say. Get your popcorn ready, get ready to screen record, get ready to tag people because I got so much to say. As you can see, this is about the Stepmetheus Step Show down in Lakeland, Florida. I was there to see it. I was a judge. You'll be able to see that along in the videos. You'll see me jumping up, standing up all throughout the videos. But we got so much to get into.
It's all gone and it's all back. Made back truck and it's matte dot black. Came back better in a brand new scat. Ain't even capping on way.
Before I can do anything else or talk about anybody else, I first got to give a shine to my step team, the two-time national, the legendary XFactor step team from Charlotte, North Carolina. Let's go. Before I actually talk about the teams in the show, I just want to first say this show was so amazing. All right. And I was just a judge at the show. I wasn't even one of the teams, but the hospitality at the show was top tier. The professionalism was top tier. I mean, I really felt a part of the TBS family. Everybody knows I love the organization. So, I mean, I felt right in. Everybody knew who I was, but you know what I'm saying? But I felt right a part of the show. Everything ran so good. Everything ran so well. But let me tell you this. That coaches meeting was probably one of the best coaches meetings I have probably ever been to. Why? Because people asked questions. All the coaches ask the judges questions. And, you know, I'm all here for that. I'm all for a qualified judge. You know what I'm saying? But all the judges were qualified judges. I've judged with majority of them before. So I do, you know, understand. Everybody just want to know that their team is judged fairly, okay? Well, you see me right here walking right, texting, all right? So I was sitting there texting as we were walking back into the show, getting ready for the show to get started. I was texting, and the stuff I was texting, I was saying, the vibe here is amazing. These steppers are about to step. That's what I was texting for. They are about to step. All right, because everybody was asking me, go live, go live. How am I go live and I'm judging? All right, so I'm not one of those judges that be recorded. No, sir. That's not me. All right, so when I judge shows, I am the judge that I want to be judging my steppers. Okay, so that's what I always like to say there. All right, I always want to say that because I judge a lot of step shows, and I always want to be that judge that I want judging my steppers. All right, you know, come on. So I would say the show was absolutely amazing, and I will say this, and I'm going to say this again as I pause this right here on the lovely TBS JV. This show, Stepmetheus, I am going to declare the first half of the season nationals. All right. So I feel like if you win this show, go ahead and put national champion in your bio because clearly that's what it was. So this show is the first half of the season nationals. All right. Because remember, everybody can't get here, there, and everywhere because traveling is not cheap. But if I can go to a national show here and it costs me $500, and then or going across the country when it cost me $2,781. You do the math. Swing, 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 swing. Ooh, I'm going to the cheaper one. All right. Come on. So I will say this, I'm deeming this show, I'm declaring that this show is now the first half of the season nationals. Okay. This is the show. All right. Now there's other great shows. All right. Everybody has a great show, but we're talking about this show right here. So that's what I'm declaring because of the hospitality. The homie Corey did not drop any scores. Everybody kept their scores. You made a 4,786,203,672 gracious. B, that's a lot of numbers. That's what your score was, all right? So it wasn't the highest and the lowest drop. Everybody kept all their scores because I'm going to tell you, the highest and the lowest drop is where all the confusion starts. That's where all the confusion starts. You can be in first place, and then they drop the highest, lowest score, and you're in fourth. No, ma'am, no, sir. So he said, nah, I'm good. Everybody keep all their points. Let's go. If you don't trust the judges that are on the table, then why are they there? You know what I'm saying? So he trusted everyone on that table to judge fairly, and I feel that's what we did. You know what I'm saying? So I was there, cut, catch. Oh, let's go. So we did. So everyone kept all their points. So I do want to say shout out to them. Everyone was so professional. Everyone was so amazing. And I just enjoyed that show from beginning to end. I enjoyed the show and I left there satisfied. I got my step fix for the day. All right. So that was a really good show. The organization, TBS organization, is so amazing. If I had a daughter, I would pick up everything, move to Lakeland, Florida, just so my daughter could be in that program. And that says a lot. Just so my daughter could be in that program. And that says a lot about that organization. All right. It is time for these performance reactions. Everybody's ready for Coach B's performance reactions. I'm ready. I know you're ready. Let's just jump right into it. Let's go.
You already know what it is. It's the party hop. We going city to city, state to state. Now we about to bring this thing on.
But first, let me give a shine to Florida Road Trippin, the YouTube page. She goes around and she records and captures some of the best moments all over Florida. So Florida, shout out to Florida Road Trippin for capturing these moments on her YouTube page. Thank you so much for that. All right, here we go. We have TBS Varsity, all right? One of the home teams as well, one of the host teams, TBS Varsity from Lakeland, Florida. They were not in the show, as we all know, because this was their show. But when I tell you, they stepped. Here we go. Let me pause right here. This is my girl right here. I call her my niece right here because she reminds me of so much of myself. All right. The energy, the personality. I live for her. I mean, and watch what she does. I love it. I love it. That's so much I love personality, y'all. I love personality. And she has so much personality, y'all. I call her my niece. All right. That is my niece right there. So when she is stepping, I'm like a proud uncle. All right. I'm over there like, yes, niece. All right. I live for it. Here we go. Wait a minute. Did y'all feel that? Stop. Y'all felt that? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. The room is spinning. Wait a sec. Hold up a second. Wait a minute. The floor is moving. Look, let me come back. That's how hard they were stepping on that floor. TBS had the building shaking. I was saying to myself, we about to fall through the gym. Like, that's how hard they were stepping. Now, that's what I mean by heavy-footed. Everybody, they were stepping like they were upset. like they were mad. And I love it. But please, we always say break the stage. Child, they almost broke the floor. All right, not just a little bit of the floor. They almost broke the entire gym floor. All right, so I'm here for it. This was good. Like I told y'all in the beginning of the season that it was going to be very, very difficult to outdo what they did last season. But let me tell you this, T to the B to the S, taken to the by to the surprise. Y'all have succeeded in outdoing what you did last year. I mean, I'm about to shout and run around this house. Let me get a good shout in or something.
Like this.
All right, I'm back. Now look, all right, let me press play. I don't run around how to go praise because they did that. They did that. Here we go. Woo! Let's go ahead and just do it. Just go ahead and give it to them 10s. Come on.
10s across the board.
All right, my other niece right here. Is it Lisa? I don't want to say it wrong. Elisa, sister, I don't know where you get all this greatness from, but I'm so glad that you are sharing it with us. Let me tell you this. When I got at the show, when I first walked into the show and I'm sitting down waiting for the show to start and waiting for the homie Corey to let everybody know, what we need to do and things like that, she was there and she was helping put the nails in the stage. She was there with that. She was helping do that. That right there just said again how amazing. Let me make up some words. Amazingly amazing. Well, amazingly is a word, but not putting it together the way I'm doing it, but I'm gonna put it together like this because I can. Amazingly amazing that team is. No organization is perfect, but my God, today they come close in my eyes. The stepping is amazing. Everyone's together. How great these young ladies are. And I just had to give her another shine. I call her my niece too, child. I had to give her another shine too because she is absolutely amazing. And I say, all this greatness that you have, I am so glad. I am so glad that I was able to witness this for all these years. When you go through this thing called life, people are going to be better individuals just by being connected to you, ma'am. And I got to say that right there. Great job, Lisa. Great job. Everybody, this whole entire team is for, let me press play. Press play. You got my other friend, right? My other niece right here too, girl. Come on, girl. Like, look, everybody. niece. All these girls, my nieces. All these young ladies, I call niece. But I remember her from my interview. All right, when I interviewed the team, killing it as well. Now, talk about heavy-footed. Sister right here was stepping the soles out of her clogs. Woo! Great job, TBS. I was watching this from a judge's eye as well. I love the synchronization, but I love the fact from the front to the back, everybody's there. Everybody steps like a front row person. So anybody can really come to the front. But people don't understand, everybody got to be great because there is a judge who's looking at the back. And when they look in the back, what are they seeing? I'm seeing the same thing as the front. 10s across the board. All right, 10s across the board. I mean, this was perfect to me. You just saying it's perfect to the TBS. Well, yes and no. I'm saying it's perfect because of TBS, and I'm also saying perfect because they gave a perfect routine. Great job for shaking the stage. All right, no, not even shaking the stage. Great job for shaking the building. All right, let's go. All right, here we go. We have the Omega Lamplighters from Tallahassee, Florida. All right, everybody hold on tight because I have a lot to say. Let's go. All right, let me stop right there. One thing I can say about Mega Lamplighters, all through the years, they have found their niche. And when I say that is because, remember, I used to always say people used to overlook this team, but no one's overlooking them now. They're getting their just due. They found their niche, and now they keep rising. The standard for them keeps rising, and they keep reaching it, all right? Because now when they hit the floor, you want to see what they're about to do, and they've come out and they deliver, all right? Deliver. This first step was absolutely phenomenal. Everyone's doing it, and they got some ripples in it too they have never done before, all right? So I love it, and they're always pushing themselves to get better because they got to. All right, they got to. You got to stay on it now, brothers. Y'all up there, and so now you got to keep outdoing what you've been doing. They're doing it. I had to say it about that first step. Great job. Let's keep going because I got more to say. Okay, let me stop. We're going to give Josh, this young man right here. I got to sit up. We got to give him his shine right here. Probably hands down, one of the most consistent steppers I've ever seen, because brother starts to step, and when he steps with so much ease. It's like I do this for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I mean, deserves every bit of shine, because when I've been watching him for years. For years, I've been watching Josh right here for years, and I've always said he steps like it is just so easy. Like, and that's a good thing. It's just like, yeah, I'm up here, I'm doing this, and it doesn't take much because I'm great like that. I love it. He steps like I'm great like that. All right. It might take others a long time to learn to step. Now, Josh, don't be having me up and saying all this. It'll take you 20 years to learn to step. No, I'm messing. But seriously, though, I love watching this young brother right here step, and it's so consistently great. And as we get on through the show, I got more to say. It is so consistently great. So Josh right here, keep up the great work, my brother, because when I say you are amazing on this floor, and you do it effortlessly, all right? I'm trying to be like you when I grow up and how to step, because you step, my brother. Come on. Right here. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know, I love when they say, I say. What? And I was saying, what you say? All right. When I tell you this one right here, too, I've seen the growth in this young man stepping as well. And when the things that he puts onto the floor, with how precise he has become, with how amazingly he commands the stage. Everybody is, but I love to give shine, especially to these young brothers right here. All right. I mean, the way he commands the stage, even the way he said, I say, all right. The way he commands the stage, even in the stepping, you look at him and saying, man, you better step. Now, let me say this right here. Caleb, what I tell you, Caleb is hands down to me one of the best steppers I have ever seen in my entire life. I done said that about two others, and he's there. I'm going to say it again. Caleb right here is one of the best steppers I have ever seen in my entire life. The brother snaps the whole entire show. But during this step that I am about to press play on, he snaps so much. Now, this is Caleb right here. Everybody see him, right? All right. See what I mean? Do you see what I mean? As soon as they clapped that hand, Caleb just snapped. And I'm sitting there like, you better snap. And somebody else snapped as well. Where's Dez at? Dez was on this side of the thing snapping as well too. Right here. This is Dez right here. That's his name. I hope that's his name. Is not. It's Dez today. Dez, I look over here and I see Dez snapping. Then I see Caden snapping. Then I see the whole, bro, this was so, I got to run around. Excuse me.
10s across the board.
Okay, I'm back. Bro, when I tell you, that's one of my favorite steps that they do. And there's nothing else you can do after that step. They did this so well. It was so perfectly executed at this show. I'm sitting here looking at Lamplighters like, bruh. So what you're going to do now to outdo that? And they always seem to go and outdo themselves from the performance before. I love it. Let me say this, and I'm going to get off. I'm going to move on. I want to personally thank Omega Lamplighters for coming to House Party 3 times and taking a chance on a show that you have never been to. Thank this entire organization for trusting me, for just being so great to me and my team, and just your parents are great to me. And when they come up, they were nice to my parents as well. And I just want to thank you all for just being who you are. A lot of people say, oh, you like them because it's Omega Lamplighters. That has nothing to do with it. I enjoy the values of the organization, and they put trust in coming to my shows and supporting me, even when the times that I could not return it because it was so expensive to get there. But the respect did not change, and I appreciate it. Of course, I want to come down there, but it's so expensive to get there, me having so many kids. But the respect and the support did not change, and I just want to personally thank this team for being so supportive and rocking out with me from day one, and I really, really appreciate that. I had to say that before I moved on. I had to come back and say that. So thank you, Coach T. Thank you, all the parents. Lovely, Royal. Thank y'all, everybody connected to the team, all the young men on the team, all the parents on the team, everybody connected to Omega Lamplighters Tallahassee. Thank you so much for putting the trust in me, being allowing me to talk about your steppers all over throughout the years, sending me videos so I can talk about them, and just being a great person to say, you know what, I know them. So that's why I rock out. People be wondering, why you rock with them so much? Because they rock with me, and I really appreciate that. So again, I say thank you, Omega Lamplighters, for just being you and supporting Coach B, supporting XFactor, and supporting everything that I do, and I appreciate that. All right?
On my mama, on my hood, I look fly, I look good. Somebody say
to Theta Nu Sigma from Garland, Texas. Let me tell you this. Once again, best theme I've seen so far. Best theme of the season that I have seen so far. This theme, oh my gosh, this theme was so good. I was sitting here like, just y'all could keep going for about 5 more minutes. All right. And this actress right here who played Wednesday, look, I was so into it. I didn't even put Wednesday on the sheet. I was like the actress with the black suit on, the black jacket on, because I was just like, oh, yeah, that's Wednesday. But it was so amazingly done. And let me show you what made me about jump and flip over my chair, the way they started. I love a good start and just get in your face. Watch this. Woo! I love that. Without even trying, boom, 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 went right into it. And what I noticed is when they were doing that without even trying, the voiceover was still going a little bit. So it was like an echo without even trying. You know what I'm saying? It was an echo with it. That was so amazingly done. I love when you just come and go. Don't just sit here and take me 5 minutes for the show to start. They started and they kept going. The girl who played Wednesday, give her an Oscar because the acting was top tier. All right, top tier.
This place holds a dark history that goes beyond textbooks. The kind of clock.
You better act, Wednesday. See. I mean, when she was acting, I was like, girl, just give her 5 more minutes to just get up there and just act. That's how amazing she was. Oscar and the Academy Award for the best actress at a step show goes to this young lady right here. Goes to this young lady right here. Come out and get your acceptance speech. All right? So come on. Love it.
10s across the board.
They're putting on a show. Everything is continuing to move. So I'm not just, even though she's acting, but everybody's still moving. That's what I love. Everybody's still moving and keeps going. It keeps the show in your face and keeps it entertaining. All right. Because one thing Theta Nu Sigma does, yes, they step, but they put on the show. And they keep it entertaining, so it keeps my attention. So I'm not getting up and going to the concession stand at this part of the routine, at this part of the show. I'm here and I'm looking at it. Great job. Creativity is on 2,000. 10,000. Let's go higher. A trillion. Affinity. That's what the creativity is. Good job. Right here. This young man right here. This young man right here completely caught my attention from the beginning to the end of the show. The intensity, the in your face, he put his soul onto the ground. Love it. That's when you say we are soul steppers. That's what I mean by soul steppers. Putting it all on the floor, letting it out, and just showing everybody how great you are. Young man right here, take a bow, my friend, because you did that right there. Come on through. I love it. Vision. This is YMOV, Young Men of Vision from St. Louis, Missouri. I got some things to say, and I got a couple shines too. Here we go. Yo, they did Family Matters. Family Matters. And I want to go home and binge watch Family Matters after watching this. All right? Check some of it out. Here we go. YMO to the V. Let's watch. Let me stop right here. One thing about YMOV is they're very consistent with their style. All right, they're very consistent with their style. They don't step like any other middle school team. All right, and that's what I love to see. I love watching them because I know when I watch YMOV, I'm not going to be thinking about anybody else. Okay, yes, GOV, it's the same organization. You know what I'm saying? But I'm talking about any other middle school team that's in the division. I already know if nobody else is going to be different and set apart, YMOV is. They've gotten their style. They stuck to their style throughout the years. They've been very consistent. They didn't change. If they didn't win a show, well, let me change our style. No, consistently with the style, and I love it. Great job, coaches. Great job, steppers. Come on. Let me tell you right here. Him right here, number 7. Is that Moby? Somebody. That's his nickname, his name on the team. Him right here. I'm circling him right here. He's ready for GOV. Go ahead and just let him step with the older boys. I don't care what his age is. Let him get up there because he caught my entire attention the whole entire time. Everyone did good. And you know, I'm always about giving somebody some shine. Homie, bruh, what, sir? But his faces were so in your face and so intense. I just got to do this now. Tens across the board. You know what I'm saying? We all know what we want to see from a male team, and YMOV does that. They bring the aggression, and they've been doing it for years, is they put on a show. That's the difference now. Yes, we like great stepping, but it's a step show. So we're going to step, and we're going to put on a show. Come on and make that happen. Great job, YMOV. This is good. This is good. All right, come on. And Steve Urkel. Come on, Steve Urkel. Come on, team. Him. Everybody. Just great job. Come on. Oh, I love the levels. I love the levels. When after that first group went, the other boys jumped up and the other guys started going down. That's called levels. I love the levels. It keeps the show going, keeps the show visually appealing. I love it. The fact that you get all those young men to buy into it. I love it. I am so here for a great job, YMOV. They won. All right. We have Gentle Men of Vision. For those who don't know, they are the big brother team to Young Men of Vision. Those who are new to this thing called STEP, I'm going to give you a little history here, a little thing, a little knowledge. All right? Here we go. Come on, look at his face. Look at the look at the faces. Everybody has their own individual face. Let me tell you this. Gentlemen of Vision, you can't watch on Instagram all the time. You have to see it live in person to understand. You got to see it live in person. I love it. They have stuck to the style. They haven't changed the style. I love it. They're together, but when they're able to show their individuality, I love it. And the individuality comes from the faces. Great job, coaches. I love it. Everybody makes a different face. Now, we got to be in sync. They're very in sync. But the time they get to show their individuality, they do it. Come on through. And every time they said attention, boom, the floor shook. Here we go again. TBS got the floor shaking, and GOV have the floor shaking as well. Got some hard steppers now. Come on, heavy-footed steppers. Come on. Now, that's how you start a step. I don't know his name, but young brother right here, he started that step. I heard every single thing. He clapped them hands. He stepped by himself, sounding like it was a trio or duo up there, more than one person stepping. Now, that's how you start a step. Come on through, my brother. Thing I can say about GOV is their energy commands the floor. Closing out a show of this magnitude is a very hard thing to do, and those brothers did it. I wrote that on their score sheet. Closing out a show of this magnitude is a very hard thing to do, but they did it. Everybody can close it out great, but let me tell you this: GOV can close out a show. It's like, why they just got finished stepping. There's nothing else to be seen. Let's move on, because they did that. Great job. GOV has been in the limelight when it comes to step, not just male stepping, but just step in general, because they've been consistent. They've been consistently great. They've been consistently at having the young men buy into the program. They have consistently great coaches, and the whole entire organization as a whole is amazing. And when they come to the floor, they don't give a step performance. They give a show. And I will say this: awesome job, gentlemen of Vision. They have been consistently one of the top 5, 2, 3, 1 teams for a very long time. And that is a very hard thing to do. So you got to give shine. Right, this is Delray Divas, all right? They did Mortal Kombat. The outfits are really nice. Come on through, outfits. Come on. Now, that's how you start a step with a chair. I love it. See, this Delray Divas is good. I love watching them. You could have seen me, but I stood up at this point. They were so together. The precision and the synchronization was so together, and they all were on the stage delivering the theme. Yeah, I'm on this, putting on a show right now, putting on the show and stepping heavy-footed. What do I mean by heavy-footed? That means they put their foot up and they placed it on the ground hard. It's a step show. All right. They were so amazingly good. I love it. Not even say good. It was great. All right. I loved it. Come on, Sticks. Now, look, if you're going to do a chair step, I like chair steps like this, where you're jumping over the chairs, using the chairs. They were using these chairs. All right. They weren't just sitting down there. Not saying nothing wrong with those who sit out in the chair, but I just like when people jump over them and flip over them, because I can't do it. So do something that I can't do. All right, so because I can't. If I flip over the chair, I'll still be laying on the floor. All right, so I love it how they jump over the chairs, jumping on the chairs. They're using the chairs exceptionally well. And what this whole scene, this whole step is giving me, it reminds me of Stomp Out Loud. All right, that's a throwback thing back in the day. Stomp Out Loud, but they probably still around doing some things. But I remember when I was young, they used to use trash cans, sticks, everything to make the beat come alive. I'm here for it. I love it. This is what it was. Delray Divas did a really good job. Great job, everybody. Every lady on the team did exactly what needed to be done. I love it. All right, now this is Unity from Lake Mary, I believe, Florida. Lake Mary, Florida. This is Unity. Now, let me tell you this. This was the team that shocked me the most. I'm going to be honest with you. When I saw Wild 'N Out, I'm like, okay, I've seen this team a lot of times. Let's see what they're about to do with it, all right? And when I tell you, I was shocked and amazed. Let me just press play.
On tonight's episode of Wild 'N Out, we got two fierce competitors, starting with the Red Squad. And we also got the Black Squad.
And what I like about this too is they took us back. They are in the school, they're in the new school, they're in up to date, and then they took us back old school as well. So they're a very great step eclectic, as I call it, diverse team where we can give you the stepping from today and we can also take you back at the same time. Oh my gosh, this was so good. Let me press play before I run around this house. Look here, young lady with this ponytail. I was saying ponytail so much. Like she was swinging the ponytail the way it needed to be swung. If you're going to have a ponytail in your hair, swing the ponytail. Great. This was so good. This was so good. As soon as they finished, I said, I ain't got to even see the rest of everybody else. They won because it was absolutely phenomenal. Great job, Unity. And this was my first time seeing them live. First time seeing them in person, and I was very impressed. And when they won, I jumped up and I hugged one of the coaches, and I told her this was one of my best performances of the night. And this was out of all the Wild 'N Out themes. I'm gonna say it again. Out of all the Wild 'N Out themes, this right here is probably my favorite Wild 'N Out theme. Great job. It was absolutely perfectly executed. Everybody was together. They put on a show. I'm still going to talk about this because I'm still on the word step show, not just giving a step performance. They put on a step show. And that's what I love to see. Great job, Unity. U-N-I-T-Y. All right. All right. I love it. Great job, ladies. Y'all already know this is family right here. This is 904 Blitz. I know y'all be saying, oh, but O is not a number. All right. O is not a number. That is a letter. So 904 Blitz. All right. Let's see what they got. What I like about that, you had to be there. This audio is not giving you how loud they were. I was trying to turn it up. It was 4 and it sounded like about 17 of them on the floor. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all don't judge me when I say this, but I swore in the voiceover that sounded like Kiara talking. He said, with this 4-piece, my mind just went to McDonald's, and I just started thinking about a 4-piece nugget. All right, so please don't judge me. All right, I mean, hey, okay, it is what it is. Like my mind left for a second. I had to come back. Like, oh, come back to the show. Stop thinking about food. All right. I was like, wait, oh, food. And then the theme is a food theme. So the whole entire time I'm watching the show, I'm thinking about a pizza. And then he said 4-piece. I'm thinking about nuggets. All right. And they had wings and stuff at the show. So I started thinking about food and I had to snap back, say, oh, the show. I'm just saying. All right, here we go. Ooh. I mean, they hit the ground. They hit the ground like the ground did something to them. All right, you already know. I mean, this was good. All 4 of them shined. And I wrote that down. I said, everybody shined. They did such a great job. They executed so well. And the level of difficulty in the steps, the complexity in the steps. And for me, complexity is, yeah, people say difficulty. Okay, yes. But I like a great variety of the steps and the beats, and they sound different. This was absolutely phenomenal. All right, great job, 904 Blitz. Great job. I loved it. Keep up the great work. This is DYG. They are from Tallahassee, Florida. Let's watch. Oh, did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that? Oh my God. You see, I jumped up. Let me rewind that. Oh my God. Did y'all hear that? All right, let me pause that right there. I had to jump up, and you see, I jumped up because that beat, whatever that beat was, deserves it.
Tens across the board.
Absolutely amazing. This, to me, was another one of my favorite performances of the night. This was so good. It was so aggressive. It was so amazing. I've seen them do this theme before, but I didn't see them do it like this. This was good. Now, I ain't gonna lie. When they came out and gave people the potion, now, if I'm the other person on the team standing right here, I'm like, no, that's not fair. They get something to drink in the middle of the show. I want something to drink too. Awesome job. Now, homie right here done told one of the girls to call him in the show. That was good. Great acting. Great job just being into the show. And I got to say, DYG stepped. If they didn't do nothing else, they stepped. I think I done jumped up and screamed, y'all are stepping a couple times because D to the Y to the G, they stepped. This was a good show. One of my favorites of the night. This was a great show. Now, there's a certain type of level of aggression that we want to see from our male teams, and DYG gave that. It was aggressive, and I love to see that aggression. All right, it made me sit back in my seat like, hey, bro, I didn't do nothing to you. Why are you trying to fight me through these steps? All right, that's what it gave. Phenomenal. Phenomenal. Great job, young man. DYG stepped this show. Yes, they did. Great job. All right, here we go. We have Jax Gents from Jacksonville, Florida. But let's just start off first by saying these jackets were amazing. I want a jacket. All right, I can squeeze into one of y'all jackets. Yes, it'll be a little tight. Like I say to other teams, yeah, it'll be a little tight, but I can squeeze into one, all right? Or you can have the coach give me one, all right? But I can take one of the jackets. I can squeeze into it. Might be a little tight. I might be walking around, my arms probably won't be able to fall down correctly, but hey, at least I have on one of the jackets, all right? So going on a look, best look of the night. This was a great look. I like it. It was very aggressive look. Great look. I love this. This is probably one of my favorite things they do when they all move to the side like that. I love that. I love that. And then when they move to the side, then they spread it out. All right, and one thing about it is they know how to change a beat in the middle of the routine. They'll go from boom, 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 and then go to boom, put it on boom, 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 put it on boom, 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 boom. They'll change the beat in the middle of it. Great job. And see, we forget that's a transition too. Transition ain't just moving from one step to another. Transition from that beat to another beat. So we got to make sure we program our minds to know that transition isn't just moving from one step to another in a step or going to another formation. It can be the transition from one beat to another in the step. Yeah, I'm a different type of judge, y'all, because I see it all. Come on through. I'm a different type of coach and a different type of judge because I see it all from all angles. Great job, Jax Gents. Keep up the great work. I'm excited to see more from Jax Gents from Jacksonville, Florida. Great job, brothers. Let's go. Let's watch Diamonds of Destiny. I tell you one thing about Florida, they love a good arm. They love a good leg hold. All right. They love a good lean over with a leg hold. All right. Great job. Everybody's legs stay there. That's what I'm talking about. Come on through, ladies. Oh, come on. Come on. Love it. Love this. Love this. And one thing I like about it, them crawling on their joint like that gives the theme. It brings even more because I think they're out of a Salem or something like that, a crazy house. All right. And clearly that looks crazy. All right. So great little things. It's little things in a show that just turn your show up from just being a step performance to a step show. All right. Great step show. All right. It wasn't just a performance. This is a show. Great job, ladies. I'm excited to see more from Diamonds of Destiny.
It's all gone and it's all back. Made back truck and it's matte dot black. Came back better in a brand new scat. Ain't even capping on wear no hat.